begins. It's time for math. We're going to start with our fluency activity. We are doing a sprint again today. That means you do need your practice book with the Starry Night picture on it with the yellow trim. It is on page number 51. It's actually part B from yesterday. So when if it's all said and done, you want to compare your work. Just remember you're only competing with yourself. It's already there and ready for you. All right, so it says, write the missing number from each subtraction sentence. Pay attention to the equal sign. So pay attention to the location of the equal sign, just like with the ones we practiced yesterday together. Okay, so I am going to put 1 minute on the clock. On your mark, get set, go! I don't know what happened, but I do know that was a minute and time is up. So let's go ahead and check our work. Come on. Okay, so yes, today's sprint. And the cool thing is yesterday we did this part. So when we're done, if you want, you can go back and check your work. All right, 3 months. So starting at the top, working our way down, and repeat. Paying attention to the location of the equal sign. 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 8. Starting at the top of column 2, 9, 8, 6, 7, 8, 10, 8, 1, 9, 1, 1, 0, 9, 10, 9. Great job. Remember, you were checking as you went, and you're writing your number correct at the top. And if you want, you're going back to look at what you did yesterday, and you're seeing how you did today. All right? Yeah, let's go on ahead. Yes, and next is our application problem. You did a wonderful job on that sprint. Application problems are in the Learn book with the blue trim. Let's see. It is on page number 233. Go ahead and get your book. And I know mine has a picture, but it's okay. It is the exact same information. See? For some reason, there's some issues going on with these beads because the teacher spilled 18 beads on the floor today. A student picked up 17 of the beads. How many beads are still left on the floor? Write a number bond, number sentence, and a statement to show your solution. Well, we've already established that we are subtracting. So blank minus blank is equal to blank. It does ask for a number bond. It does ask for a number bond. And go ahead and pause, work on it for about 3 minutes, and then we'll come back together. So let me step out the frame so you can get a good, clear shot to pause on. All right, so yes, a teacher spilled 18 beads on the floor. And the student picked up 17 of the beads. How many beads are still left on the floor? Well, let's see. We're subtracting, we're starting with the whole. So all the beads we know about are right here on the floor, much less than yesterday. There's 18 beads. And then the student picked up 17 of the beads. So picking them up is removing them from the situation. So that's creating our first part, which will be 17. How many beads are still left on the floor? Well, this is where we actually do our subtraction. So 18 minus 17 is equal to, this falls in line with what we were doing yesterday with our application problem and with our work. So a number minus a number 1 is 1 less is equal to 1. So our missing part, the bead that's left on the floor, is 1. Back to our statement. How many beads are still left on the floor? That is our question. So 1 bead is still on the floor. That is your complete sentence answer. The short answer that is acceptable is 1 bead. 1 without the word bead is, in fact, wrong. You have to identify the object that you're counting because you need a word answer for a word problem. All right, so let's look to see what we're doing today. I hope you have your bracelet because that is something you need today. And while I'm going to get the bracing done, yes, your bracelet, make sure you know all your books are handy. I'm going to give you some samples, and then we're going to start practicing from our homework book. All right, so it says, show me 7 the math way. Using your fingers. All right, show me 7 the math way. How many fingers? I have to make sure that I'm reading this correctly because I might be flipped for you, so I don't want to mess you up, okay? All right, cool. I don't want to mess you up. All right, so show me 7 the math way. Good. How many fingers are on this hand? 5. Go ahead and hide those 5. Boop. So, how many are left? 2. All right, good. So let's look at it again. So 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Good. So what's what we're looking at today? We're looking at number sentence situations where we can have any number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if it's more than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if I take away 5, whatever is on this other hand is my solution. So minus 5 is 1. Minus 5 is 2. Minus 5 is 3. Do you see what we're doing? Minus 5 is 4. And minus 5 is 5. Let's practice. So that's one scenario we're looking at today. Let's go ahead and do some practice work with that setup. Do the same thing with your bracelet. I just want to show you with the fingers. It is on page 145 in your red trimmed homework book. The red trimmed homework book, 145. I'm stalling because I already have it up there. I don't need it in the book. So you have time to find it. So see how my book matches my video, my screen. It says solve the sets of number sentences. Look for easy groups to cross off. So 7 minus 5 is equal to, well, we're going to cross off the 5 group to see. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Good. So then 7 minus 2 is equal to, well, we know that these are coming from the same number bond, but where should we cross off the 2 to make an easy visual? Should I cross it out of here from the group of 5? No, I should cross it off of here, because just like with your hands, look. 7 minus 5, 7 minus 2. You are trying to make the easiest math sentence possible for yourself to solve. So 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. Let's do another one. 6 minus 5 is equal to, this time we're going to cross off the 5 group or the other group? The 5 group. And we're left with 1. Okay, how about 6 minus 1 is equal to, also again, that same number bond. We're coming from the 5 group here. No, that doesn't make sense. We're going to cross it out from what's left, what is outside of the 5 group. So 6 minus 5 is equal to 5. Let's do another one. 9 minus blank is equal to 4. Okay, we're not going to try and cross off this part. We're going to cross off the part we know, which is 4. Should I cross off 4 from here or here, from the 5 group? From here. And we'll see we're left with a complete 5 group. 9 minus blank is equal to 5. Well, this time, what should we cross off? Well, first off, we know we're not going to cross off the part we don't know. That's more work that we need to do. We're going to cross off the known part, which is the group of 5. So crossing off the group of 5, I think my marker's doing that. Group of 5, we see that we're left with 4. And take a look at our pictures. Notice they're mirroring each other. See how they're like opposites in the mirror of one another? Because we're using our pictures to make our numbers, since it's true. And seeing as each of these sets of numbers, since this comes from the same number bond, the pictures should reflect the similarities. All right, so let's try another style. Let's try another type. Okay, so this time we have no picture given. And what it tells us that 8 minus 5 is equal to, and 8 minus blank is equal to 5. Well, let's complete the portions of the number bond we already know. We know that 8 is our whole, and 5 is our known part. Let's draw a vertical picture to solve this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minus 5. We will cross off the group of 5, and we see that we're left with 3, which means 3 is our missing part. And it also means if 8 minus 5 equals 3, then 8 minus 3 equals 5. You don't believe me? All right, let's check with our bracelets. We've used our hands enough. Let's check with our bracelet. Sorry, guys. The weather changing is doing a number on my allergies. I'm sorry. They're not mine. I'm not claiming them. I'm not keeping these on these allergies. There we go. All right, so here we said we're going to start with 8. And we see visually that we have 5 and 3. And when we take away 5, I didn't count them because I know how I set this up, that all the red ones are 5, all the white ones are 5. All the white ones. I didn't use all the white ones. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Or if you did it the other way and you kept the white as the group of 5, okay, fine. Still, 8 minus 5, we're left with 3. All right. Well, y'all are doing awesome today. Amazing. All right, so let's look at doubles real quick, because this is a very similar strategy to what we just did, where we look at our 5s and taking away our 5, or taking away whatever our other portion of the group is, all within 10. Let's look at our doubles. So 1 and 1 is 2. Good. 2 and 2 is 4. 3 and 3 is 6. 4 and 4 is 8. 5 and 5 is 10. How can we use these to help us solve problems? Well, let's start with this one, for example. Still the same page, 145. 10 minus 5 is equal to blank. Well, show me 10. Take away 5. What's left? The other half of our double. And I started with this one on purpose because it does connect to the 5 groups we were working in earlier. So 10 minus 5, we've already established, is equal to 5. Let's show that pictorially. So with a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking away 5, notice because they're matching, because it's doubles, it doesn't matter which one I cross out because it's the same amount of work. Because it should be equal to one another. The two parts are equal to one another because we're dealing in doubles. So 10 is our whole in this instance. We want doubles. Our parts are 5. Our parts are 5. And I don't like how light that is. I'm ready to begin. Hold on. And our parts are 5. Our parts are 5. So let's practice a few more with the double rules. I had to locate the clicker. Don't judge me. All right, so this time, notice we're going to complete the number sequence for each problem. Well, each of these depicts a double scenario, which means whether we know the whole or not, if we know a part, we know the other part, because the parts need to match one another in order to create doubles. So if I have 6 minus 3, and I am dealing in doubles, I know my other part has to be 3. You don't believe me? Okay, fine. Check it out. Add them up. 3 and 3, noting our doubles rules, was 3 and 3. It is 6. Good. So that means, so if 3 and 3 is 6, then 6 minus 3 is also 3. All right, good job. This time they gave us the two parts, 5 and 5. Well, we already know 5 and 5 is the whole of 10. Looking at that subtraction, we'll start with the 10. We'll take away a group of 5, and we'll be left with a group of 5. It's the same thing we do with addition. So 8 minus blank is equal to 4, noting our doubles rule, noting that we're dealing with doubles. 4 and how many more is 8? 4 more. 4 and 4 more. Take a look. 4 and 4 more is 8. Because we're dealing in doubles. That's where these doubles come in handy. See how quickly we went through these problems? Because we know our doubles. And if you're not sure, you have your beads, you have your bracelets, which is already set up as a 5 and 5 double. But look what I can do. So right now it's 5 and 5. Now it's 4 and 4. 3 and 3. 2 and 2. 1 and 1. Another way to depict my doubles and help me solve these doubles related subtraction problems. We've done doubles extensively as addition, and now we have the capacity and the tools to look at it as subtraction. All right. So now, yep, that was on the back side. Now the question is, what do you do? Well, back in your Learn book, you're going to complete your problem set, which is on page number 2. It starts on its front and back. Starts on 235, and that is again in your Learn book with the beautiful flower beds. 235 is the front, 236 is the back. You're going to then complete and use your exit. Complete and submit your exit ticket in your Nearpod drawing slide. This is what you turn into me. This is how I know you did your work. This is how you get credit. I see your work. And, let me know if you have any questions. And that's all I have for today. So I'll see you later. Bye.